Yo, hopefully you can see me and hear me okay. I'll wait a moment just for it to show up. Hey, people are showing up. Hi, how's it going? I'm doing another one of these streams that I did, I don't know how long ago, a week ago maybe, where I just sit and talk and answer questions and have a good time and relax and hang out. There's already been 2 videos up today, so this isn't in place of any other content. We're just hanging out, because why not? Hopefully everyone's having a good Memorial Day weekend if you're in the United States and celebrate that. Guess we're a little over halfway through now, but you have tomorrow off, which is exciting. So for a lot of people, hey, 3-day weekend. This is it's a late night for you, hopefully. Yeah, dude, anyway, I figured just like in the other one, people can ask questions if they want. You can tweet me questions. My Twitter is CaptainSparklez. It's the same as the YouTube channel. Easy enough. And if anything does pop up in the super chat thing, then I can answer that as well. Hopefully everyone saw the music video that went up yesterday. If you haven't, feel free to check it out. I know it was a little bit of a surprise. I didn't lead into it much with any sneak peek screenshots or anything of the sort. It kind of just dropped. So but it didn't drop as hard as the bass in the song. It's just, I really, really like the song. It was a track that was uploaded to Mara Music many months ago. And they were kind enough to, the labels were kind enough to grant me permission to incorporate it into a music video. That said, we still have another music video in the works right now that is going to be my own original instrumental, along with Try Hard Ninja's vocals, and a bootstrap buckaroo animation to go along with it. So don't worry, this isn't in place of that, but it's just something new, and I think that Mama's Boy did a pretty fantastic job on it. It turned out very well, so big props to Mama's Boy. Yep. Anyway, a couple things in Super Chat. Ultra Noob, thank you. I appreciate you saying I look dazzling. I just got a lot of makeup on, to cover up everything that you wouldn't want to see otherwise. No, I'm all natural, actually, believe it or not. Thank you, Jinong. I'm so sorry you've working 7 hours, but I totally just farted too. But hopefully you can enjoy this while it's going. Thomas, I appreciate it. And Wild Gamer says, why so late? Gotta go. I'm sorry to hear that. It's late because it's not that late here. It's 9 o'clock, and it's also for most people in the U.S. tomorrow a day off. There's no school. So, anyway, I hope you can't hear music going on. So next door to me, it's an Airbnb. And what do people get Airbnbs for? To throw parties. And it's a 3-day weekend. So, of course, there's a party going on. They've been blasting music for 6 hours now. Swell. Wonderful when you're trying to, record videos and stuff. Ryan says you should look into Swiss tracks for the garage floors so they won't get dirty. I have looked at those. And they don't make any sense to me, really, because, they have, it's this mesh kind of grid, but stuff can fall into the thing. So your floor gets way dirtier because gunk just gets trapped underneath them, sandwiched in between this plastic grid thing and your floor. And what if you spill something or drop something? It gets really, really dirty. So I'll probably just do if I ever do resurface my garage floor, I'll just do some sort of epoxy solid coating probably. Anyway, okay, let me check some Twitter and stuff. I was asked if I would make someone nachos. I've never made nachos before, but if the opportunity ever arises, I'll consider it. Thomas, when are you getting the Ford GT? That was in the super chat asked. I don't know. I was told that I was going to hear something before the end of the month, and it's, almost the end of the month. It's still 2 more days. Well, Memorial Day tomorrow, no one's going to be working, so there will be Tuesday, Wednesday for something to happen. Jesus, I appreciate it. I'm having a pretty good day. Tay Bears, I've been pretty good. All's well. No complaints coming from here. Dr. Malpractice asks, is this waiting to hit 10 million subscribers? No, it is not, because that is probably not going to happen tonight unless some magical thing came about, and all of a sudden, like 100,000 people decided to start watching the stream, and they all subscribed. Which, speaking of, if you're not subscribed, feel free to do it. Then maybe we'll hit 100,000 subscribers a few minutes earlier than we would have otherwise in a month or 2 or 3, however long it's going to be. Nikosaurus, love the video. Is the dog alive? I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a sequel. I actually don't know. That's not me like being ominous. I genuinely don't know. Darth Midnight says, have you ever thought of getting a pet? Not really, seriously. No, I've not. I like dogs, but I have no idea what I would name it. So yeah, anyway. Even Maria Scott says, you rock. I very much appreciate it. I'll try to keep making stuff you want to watch. Hi there, Carter. Appreciate it. With Trollcraft ended, any new series coming soon? We got Sky Factory going at the moment, so that kind of, we had Trollcraft. Now Sky Factory and Trollcraft overlapped a little bit, so I guess the fact that they overlapped slightly means that people don't think Sky Factory takes the place of Trollcraft. They find it like an addition, whereas if Trollcraft had ended and then Sky Factory started, then it would be like, oh yeah, Sky Factory is replacing Trollcraft. So it's all in the timing, and maybe I should have made the timing different. Let's see. Princess Sparkles asks, do I love you? Absolutely. Do you pay Mama's Boy to do the animations? No, I have him locked in my basement. He's he's a slave. Of course I pay him. Ryan, you say the holes are really small, and if you... Yeah, it's no. It's when it rains and stuff, just all the liquid getting under there. It's just. But I appreciate the recommendation, but it doesn't seem like it's the right solution for me. Just doing a straight epoxy coating is probably better. Yeah, but that said, I do appreciate the dedication to recommending them. Let's see, you Sneal. I'm glad I was able to help you through some tough times. Use the $5 for pizza that I shouldn't be eating. I actually had some pizza last night. I'm a terrible human being, aren't I? Yeah, but anywho, oh God, the chat's getting ahead of me. Kyle, I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Let's see, Cool CG. Oh, well, I appreciate you saying hi. You didn't have to do it, but nonetheless, very nice of you. Agree, I am doing super great. For sure, dude. Everything is well in my world. Prasoon, the story, so the song, this is in regards to the music video that went up yesterday. The song is sort of a break apart, falling apart love story kind of deal. And because I find it weird to have depict love between two blocky characters, I figured it would be more emotional to do it as between a dog and a person. And so you could see it as the vocals sort of coming from the dog in a sense, which sounds weird, but it sort of goes with it. And so if you rewatch, I feel like if you listen to the lyrics, it does sort of match the story that's going on. But obviously it's a standalone. It has nothing to do with any of the other music videos going on in the past. Little guy says, any chance of doing adventure maps with Mark? Assuming you mean Alsham Noel Mark, and not Markiplier. Alsham Noel Mark is not real big into Minecraft, so probably not. Thomas, why do you look like you're high? I genuinely don't know. If I do, then great. My eyes aren't red. I've never done drugs, man. I have not. No, actually, that is incorrect. I tried a puff of marijuana one time, and it didn't do anything for me, and that was my full experience. It's legal in California, though, FYI. So, any hoosers. Sparkle, or God, this is going crazy fast. Jesus. Rex, your name is Rex, and you're a big air conditioner. I appreciate you being a fan. Very much appreciated. Derek, why did the dog have to die? Because the song's about it's a love story, like falling apart, and so some had to go. Virtue asked, "Do you have an interest in motorcycles?" I've never ridden one, and I'm terrified of the idea, quite frankly. So it's unlikely to happen. DK Films asks, "What happened to Dig Build Live?" That wasn't like my project. That was Bootstrap's project, and so it was a Bootstrap thing. I don't know if it'll come back or not. I don't think it is, but it's not really my place to speculate on because it's not actually my project. I appreciate the contribution, Tilo, but not in the not going to be answering sponsorship dealios at the moment. Foxfire, what mic headphones are you using? Dude, I've used these Astros for 8 years probably. It's actually unbelievable to think that I have been wearing these since before I started YouTube. Woo! No kidding. But yeah, thank you very much for the contribution. Josh, I appreciate you thinking that the car looks pretty good. I shared a couple preview photos of the Ferrari getting its wrap on, and latest one today. They got everything wrapped and it should have been done, but because chrome is like really difficult to work with. A couple of the areas got a little stretched, so they're going to redo a couple of the panels, and then I'll be able to pick it up Tuesday, hopefully. Let's see. Jake, been watching since the first Survival series with Jerry. Going to basic training soon. Won't be able to watch for a few months. If you want to check in when you get back, I will still be here, but best of luck with that. Yeah, man. And thank you for your future service. Let's see. Jeffrey, who's going to win the NBA Finals? I don't know who's in the NBA Finals, so I couldn't tell you that. Let's see. That's awkward. Yep. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Tay. But anywho, oh my God, I can't catch up with all this. I appreciate everyone's contributions to the super chat thing. I can't even read through them quick enough. So, good God, you guys are too kind. Let's see. Hey, Spookles. This is Sour Kid. Any advice for small YouTubers? What I always say is just make sure you're enjoying what you're doing, meet new people, make friends, and try to differentiate yourself in some way, shape, or form. I don't know exactly what that is. Otherwise, I would have some special formula. Let's see. Shinda says, have you ever thought about making a remix of a song by The Weeknd? The thing is, maybe at some point, I've never really considered it. If I had the opportunity to get stems and I had permission for it, then maybe. Alternatively, what I would really look for in a remix is just a really like a good vocal that I could use, or something that's trending, in which case the Weeknd would be a good opportunity. So. Yeah, it's certainly a possibility. I'd never rule it out if there's a song that I like really gravitate towards. For sure. It's just really hard to get clean stems is the only problem. I Played Myself says, why donate to you? You have a McLaren. I completely agree. Honestly, that's why I'm not asking for it. When people do it, I'm like, I should probably read what they've said. So that's why I'm going through it. But by no means, do not feel obligated to do any donations, because I'll still read stuff off Twitter, question-wise. I'm not asking. This is people doing it. You don't need to contribute anything. I am good. We're cool. Just for the sake of being upfront, we're cool here. That's why, again, and I've said this in the past, I never have gone and accepted any sort of contributions on Twitch, because I just this is integrated into YouTube. It's just there, and so if people want to do it, I can't stop them. Actually, I guess I could probably disable the feature, but whatever. It is what it is. If people want to do it, they can do it. But yeah, that's why I never like set up an account for receiving contributions on Twitch. I don't call it donations either because I'm not a nonprofit. That's why I say contributions instead of donations, because the word donation sounds weird to me. I'm not a charity. But yeah, anyway, why donate? Because I have a McLaren. Exactly. I completely agree with you. Rachel says, I love your vids and the music channel. Well, I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Ryan, thanks for the contribution. Have you considered putting paintings or something on the wall behind you? Yeah. So, funny question there. I've got a good response. I appreciate the question. Here's the thing. So when I make thumbnails, occasionally I need to isolate myself from the background so that it looks like I am on top of another bit of scenery. And that's usually what people use a green screen for, except the white background actually works reasonably well to where I can just use the magic wand in Photoshop, select the background, and delete it. I have to do a little bit of polishing, but if I add a bunch of stuff back there, then it's not going to work to do that. I'll have to actually manually rotoscope myself out unless I grab like a rollable green screen that I could bring in and out. But that's a big extra thing to have in the room. And it would obviously be easier if I actually had a green screen back here. But that's why I've not put anything behind me and left it white. It is because it makes it easier to do thumbnails. So there you have it. A valid question, though. The FFA2 drama chicks, why do you have to break our hearts? Sorry, as you may have noticed, when it comes to any sort of cinematography, animated projects, I'm not a big fan of hunky-dory, happily ever after endings. I like things that make you think about it. That said, it's not like I will never have a happy ending to anything, but happy endings are far too common in my book, and so I sometimes I switch things up a little bit. Actually, most of the time, if you look at the music video history of mine. Blazing Wood Tutorials, I appreciate it, and thanks for watching TNT. Little guy says, have you ever visited Reddit CaptainSparklez? I have, actually, yeah. I will Google I will Reddit search CaptainSparklez on occasion just to see if anything has shown up, and usually what shows up is stuff on the CaptainSparklez subreddit. Yeah, I've been there plenty of times. I have indeed. If any of you watching this are avid browsers of Reddit, which maybe there are more of you now because I've been doing these Reddit, excuse me, I kind of have to burp. I've been doing these Reddit top of all time videos, so maybe some of you are now on there. There is a CaptainSparklez subreddit if you want to check it out and all that stuff, you know? Anywho, Rex says, my dad rides a motorcycle. They're a 50-50 risk. What does that mean? What does a 50-50 risk mean when you ride a motorcycle? Like half the time I go ride it, I'm going to die or get injured? Or like half the people who ride motorcycles will at some point in their life die or get injured on them? Because I don't like those odds. They're pretty bad odds. Yeah, if someone walks up to me and they're like, there's a 50% chance that you're going to get seriously injured today, I'd be like, oh, are you clairvoyant? And they're like, yes, I am. And I go, all right, shoot. God damn. I'm going to stay at home all day today and not move anywhere. And then maybe, like, I don't know, my house falls apart or something and I die crushed underneath the rubble. I hope not. Levi, so close to 10 million. Yeah, we're getting close. For sure. If anyone watching this is not currently subscribed and you want to contribute to the almost at 10 million, by all means, feel free to hit the subscribe button. It was crazy. I did see a week ago or so when Tom started streaming zombies, and he was like right below 10 million for months. Streamed zombies, had his like counter going, and just right there being like, let's hit 10 million. Just everybody subscribed and it went crazy. I was like, wow, not bad. Not bad at all. That's pretty cool. Salty Salt says, just wanted to say hi. Love the music channel. Listen to the music every day. Thank you, man. I put on the music. I put on the Mara Music Spotify playlist. in my car when I'm just driving around and stuff. Like I have a personal music playlist that's just songs that I've added that I've listened to a lot on ASOT and stuff that are not up on the music channel because permissions and all that. But then I have the Marin Music channel playlist on Spotify, which is all the songs other than my remixes that have gone up on the music channel. And you can listen through it. In fact, I think I need to add the 2 most recent videos because I'm terrible. Yeah, whoops. Hey, it has 5,300 followers, not too shabby. It's like 1 in 20 people who subscribe to the music channel followed the playlist. Not bad at all. Usneil says, finally have a job, so I can donate. Been watching you since Skyblock. And yeah, well, I very much appreciate it. Again, you don't have to. But good on you for having a job, and thanks for being around for a while. Let's see. Tay says, did that just to see how you would react. Fair enough. Okay. Anyway, I'm glad that I've given you laughs through videos. Let's see. Rebel Girl says, don't think of this as a contribution. How about a way of saying thanks for the content? That works for me. All I've been trying to say is by no means should you feel obligated whatsoever, because if people weren't doing the contributions, I would read the questions off of Twitter, but I'm having a hard time keeping up because there are a lot. In fact, I'm 4 minutes behind now. Dude, I'm on back order with the message readings. The Krish CR Shirk. What's your dream car? Yeah, it's the Mercedes 300 SL. I'd say if we're going like one car that I'd love to own at some point down the road, Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing, be pretty sick. True SOB, My Night Season 3, not on me. Ask other people. Not my decision. Although I will agree that I would not be able to dedicate 2 hours every day at this point. It's just, man, I went through that phase of 2 hours every day, like between 3 and a year and a half ago, and it's a little too much, honestly, a little bit too much. Mark says, you started off doing COD vids and moved on to Minecraft. What's your opinion on COD since you left, and do you still play? I haven't touched it in quite some time, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, I don't really know where it's at right now as far as like the community goes and all that stuff. No issues with it. I'm sure if I jumped on, I'd still have fun because I do enjoy shooters. I'm just, like I've said, the worst gaming YouTuber, and that I have such a small amount of time to actually ever play video games outside of recording. Because otherwise I'm like, oh, wait, no, I should be working on music if I'm not recording videos. So, yeah, man, it's I always pressure myself to be doing something I see as productive. And, yeah, video games they're great. They're the best. And I sometimes discipline myself too hard because I have other side projects I want to be doing. That's all. Almost Pro says, yo, me and my girl love your Reddit videos. Very much appreciated. I have more of them in the works. So yeah, they should keep coming. Josh, Controlcraft Season 2 have teams like you and Zine. I don't know. It's not something we've discussed. But if and when we do start planning a Trollcraft Season 2, then certainly something that could be contemplated. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff going on. Bouncing Ferret, how do you get your Minecraft skin? It was the singer in the Revenge music video. That's where it came from. Yeah. Well, which was modeled after kind of loosely on Usher's attire in the DJ Got Us Fall in Love music video. So that's where it came from. Zachary says, are you going to do any more solo Let's Plays? If I'm being completely honest, it's probably unlikely. I have more fun doing multiplayer, and I've done so many solo series that I'd have a hard time like justifying how to differentiate it from what I've done in the past. So I'd say more likely it's multiplayer as time goes by. Belgium, let's see. Just want to say hi. I appreciate it. I was having a hard time trying to figure out how to do that one or read that. Let's see. Corbin, hey man, watch your videos for a long time. Enjoy them. You've thought about doing a video where you, Crane, or Sunday, and Zine all do a Sky Factory video and you compare the progress that you have made. I've not contemplated doing that before. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe when we're at the very end, we can check out each other's worlds and stuff. But if we've all accomplished the same achievements and whatnot, then it'll probably be kind of similar. Freaky fan guy. I don't know what currency that is. What currency is that? Now I'm just simply curious. Hold on. Let me just see what currency that is. Oh, that's a rupee. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that's what the rupee symbol was. Do I watch Better Call Saul? I watched the first season, then I kind of fell off, which is probably not good because I did enjoy the first season. So maybe I'll have to keep going. Because now what's it on? Season 3 or something like that? Agree. What type of headset is that? Astro A40. Alana, can you give a Russian high-low to... Oh, are you just saying, like, can I just say hello? Hello, Grace, how are you doing? There you go. I hope that was satisfactory, you know? I'm so sorry. If anyone watching this is actually Russian and I have offended you, I did not mean to do so, but people like to hear this accent sometime, you know? It is just a thing, so... all right, sorry. Talking lots gets to my vocal cords. William, any plans to try different games for Let's Plays? I don't know about on CaptainSparklez because the thing is when I have done that in the past, it falls off really hard in terms of interest right after the first episode. And so unless it was a game that I felt pretty confident, God dang it, I kind of need to burp, but also not at the same time. That's gross. I'm sorry. Yeah, and so I don't want to have like one of the videos each day, instead of being something I know people are going to watch, be something that's like getting 50,000 views a piece, because it's a game that less people are interested in. So I don't know. That's why usually when it's another game, it's like a one-off kind of thing. Speaking of which, I need to do like more BeamNG. I've been wanting to look back into that, for example, because those are fun. Anyway, I've been thinking about I should try a few other games because I've been lacking the one-off different games lately, and it's something I've kind of missed. Anyway, let's see. Rock and Rum, thank you very much for the contribution. Very generous of you. I've been watching since the original Minecraft survival games. Now you're 19. How time flies. Love and trials. Thank you. I appreciate it. More and more trials to come for sure. I love doing trials. Let's see. Alec, does it bother you that Tom hit 10 million twice before you hit it once? Not at all, honestly. Can you go visit him in England for a while? I don't know about the for a while, because I am very adverse to traveling. I haven't been on a plane in like a year, and quite frankly, I'm very happy with that. But as I've said in another vlog, that makes it more difficult the next time I actually do have to get on a plane, because I'm like pushing it further and further and further. And it's just like increasing the activation energy I have to get over the next time I will have to travel. So anyway, but yeah, I'm sure I'll be in England at some point in my life. I just don't know when that's going to be. Gaming with Justin, thank you very much. Bouncing Ferret, what software did you use to make your skin? That would be Photoshop. So that's pretty much the only graphical software that I use for still images. Hagen de Gras, love your videos. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Evan, can't wait for you to get a GT. Neither can I, man. Neither can I. I hope it happens at some point, maybe before the end of the year. Still 2 days left in May that are business days for them to reach out, as they said they would. Fingers crossed. Gaming with Justin again. Very much appreciate it. Every time I scroll, it goes to the bottom. Stop doing that. I have to scroll back up. Did you hear about the X7 Albert Challenge? Myself as Eli says, I don't know what that is. Is that like an ice bucket challenge or something like that? I don't know. Little guy says, any plans to do a survival map with Nick anytime soon? I want more than trials with him. I'm not sure. I don't like to ask Nick to do Minecraft stuff because he's not like the biggest Minecraft person. I know we did it in the past, but I feel like the times for that have sort of passed. Would you like to be a mod on the Reddit CaptainSparklez? I mean, if you want me to, I as long as it doesn't come across or come along with any like obligations or duties to moderate content on there, if it's a symbolic gesture, you are more than welcome to do so. Appreciate it. Ian, thank you very much. Evan says, hello, Jordan. Can you play Mechanic Watermelon, please? Is it a game? I've never heard of it. I'll have to look into it. Hold on, let me consult with Google. Mechanic Watermelon. What is Mechanic Watermelon? It's an extension? It's a Rage Action. Is it actually? It's a what the heck? That's so weird. It's like a Chrome plugin. Huh. I had no idea. I didn't even know that there were games of the Chrome plugin store browser thing. Let's see. Max, thanks for the heart. God dang it. Stop scrolling all the way to the bottom when I'm trying to read things off. Chat. It's not you. I'm talking to YouTube when I say that. Brandon, much appreciated. Origami says, do you listen to podcasts? I don't really, actually. I should, but I don't. You know what's actually great, though, is that in the time when I would be listening to podcasts, I just got unlimited data, which is pretty cool. And so now when I'm at the gym on cardio, I watch Netflix on my phone. It's how great is that? How great is that? I didn't do it before because that would eat up my data cap in like 2 seconds. And now I can watch Netflix at the gym on my phone using cell data. God, it's amazing. The world that we live in. Oh, just me when I was like 10 years old. Just imagine watching any TV show that's on Netflix for any time. What a world. What a world. But anyway, yeah, no, I don't really listen to any podcasts. Sorry. Phoenix, CaptainSparklez, will you play other games? Yeah, for sure. By no means am I like only allowed to post Minecraft /vlog /Reddit content /trials / any other Gary's mod on occasion. I haven't done Gmod in a while, but yeah, I've been wanting to look around and maybe get some one-offs on other games because it's been a while since I haven't done that. Oh, there we go. There's that burp. Minecraft VIP. Thanks for the content. Absolutely, man. And have you ever thought of getting a girlfriend? The phrasing on that is hilarious. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Like, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just like the phrasing. It's like, let me just go out to the girlfriend store and pick one up real quick here. I just feel like, having one, because why not? I just when it comes to anything personal relationship wise, I don't bring that to YouTube at all. And the main reason for that is that in the event of an eventual breakup or something, to have a bunch of content that is up on your channel that's like boyfriend and girlfriend do this, boyfriend and girlfriend do that, and then for you to then be split apart, that has always been, it's weird to me. And so I've just shied away from ever integrating that into things that I do on my YouTube channel. So it's just me and no bringing relationships into it. Granted, if I was ever, in a position where I was to be moving in with someone, or obviously in the event of like getting married, which that's not happening anytime that I could ever fathom. But yes, obviously that would be something I'd have to address. But when it comes to just, relationships with other people, it's a no-go. That's my policy at the very least. So anyway, let's see. Xander. Jordan, I don't know if you talked about it, but why did the dog die? I did address it a little short while back. But basically I just, I'm not a fan of the traditional happy ending necessarily. It's too common. So, anywho, let's see. Sandin, that is a very, very generous contribution, sir. Very much appreciated. Been around since TNT. Wow. that's a while, dude. Thanks for sticking around for so long, and I'll try to keep making stuff you're gonna want to watch. Hopefully, you've seen the new music video. Blazing Wood Tutorials. Have you ever played with any mods in BeamNG? Does loading in new cars and new maps count as mods? If no, then no, I haven't done mods. But if yes, then yeah, I have. Okay, let's see. Little guy says, would you rather have to take a needle in your arm once a day for a year, or never be able to drive a car worth more than $3,000 for the rest of your life? Oh. Okay. All right. So, for those of you who are not familiar, I hate needles. Have you ever seen Dragon Ball Z and like Goku and his needle fear? I'm that. Like, it's just, you know what? On the plus side, at least I have very like prominent, easy to see veins. So when it does need to happen, like it's not hard to get into one. But yeah, no, it's a tough question. I guess I'd have to do the needle in my arm once a day for a year because it's temporary at least. But goddamn, that's evil. That's so evil. I just can't. William, what's the most embarrassing thing that you have ever done? I'm trying to think. What is the most embarrassing thing that I have ever done? Maybe like doing the Gangnam Style on stage at Minecon Paris. That was pretty embarrassing. Yeah, that could be it. That's something that comes to mind. I don't know if that is the most embarrassing thing that I've ever done, but off the top of my head, that comes to mind. I don't know. I feel like I block out those memories so as to never have to relive them. And now it worked, I suppose. Glavtech, would you consider playing Undertale as a non-Minecraft Let's Play? It's popular enough. It'd probably retain views. I don't know. I just don't. That maybe the way I would probably have to do a game like that is I'd have to live stream it, and then that way it would be really long episodes, and maybe there'd only be a few of them, and they'd happen on top of as like third videos of the day or something, so it's not eating up another thing. I don't know. I couldn't give you a definite answer. Stop scrolling all the way down. Dang it. Angie, hi Jordan, remember me? I gave you a flower crown at TwitchCon. Here's the thing. I don't want to lie and be like, oh yeah, of course I remember exactly what you look like. If I saw a face, I might, but simply based on the flower crown thing, I don't know that I completely remember the face that brought the flower crown. I do remember the flower crown though. But hello again. I appreciate the contribution. And if I saw you again, I would probably recognize you. It's hard without an image in front of me, is all. So anyway, let's see. Dan of Man, have you considered modding your cars and making videos on it? Not any internals, because I don't want to violate any warranties or risk doing any damage. Just the exterior visual modifications is all. Big Drewski, you should do a video exploring 2B2T, as it's the oldest Minecraft server in existence. I hadn't heard of it until now, but possibly look into it, maybe. Thanks for the suggestion. Ian Klein, can you do a water bottle flip? Just so happen, actually, I have water bottles here that are like the perfect amount of fullness for me to attempt it. If you would like for me to do so, hopefully I don't mess everything. Hopefully it doesn't land this on my keyboard and spill or something. Here, you're gonna have to take my word for it if this hits. Actually, wait, you can see the cap. Nope, it would have to land right there for you to see the cap. I can try it though. That was awful. Okay, hold on. Let's try this one more time. That didn't land. Hold on, one more. No, I can't get it to work. I need more. No, shoot. Got it. There it is. Take my word for it. Hold on. I'm just gonna scoot it over. One finger. It's right side up. There you have it. Got it. Also, you know what? Speaking of water bottle flip memes, you want to know what I have? I'm so sorry. Someone gave this to me at the meetup that I had a couple weeks ago. They're just like, no, have this. They came up. We did like a selfie And then they walked back after they had left, and they're like, by the way, I want you to have this. And this is the first experience that I had ever had with it. And I still have it. I'm so sorry. I've actually thought about it because it seems like the cool thing to do these days is if you're a YouTuber, sell some goddamn fidget spinners with your logo on them. And my logo is a circle. Could go right in the middle of the thing, right there. And then I could sell it. And I could be a sellout, but everybody buys these things, so who cares? Buy my fidget spinners. You know what? I'm shameless because they're like a meme at this point, and who gives a shit if I sell them? And if you want to buy one, then I haven't done it yet, but I should. I really should sell them. That way people can buy them if they want, because they're going to buy them anyway. They may as well buy mine. Why not capitalize on that? So anyway, let's see. Dallas Gaming, would you ever do a gaming music setup tour? Like I have done a tour of my office space for sure. That's already been done. I just haven't done like a full house tour or anything of the sort. And what kind of editing software do you use to edit videos? Nick uses Sony Vegas. Yeah. You know what? This is funny. As soon as I swear to God, as soon as I brought out the goddamn fidget spinner, all of a sudden, more people stayed around and kept watching because we were under 4,000. And I started spinning this goddamn thing, and less people must have left so that we went over 4. Should I just keep spinning this the entire time that we're doing this? Yeah? Should I just keep spinning? You want to know the funny story? And I'm going to get so behind here on the chat answering questions. You know what the funniest story of all time is? Usually, when my mom asks me, do I know about stuff? I'm like, yes, of course. I live my life on the internet. I know what this is that you're talking about, and I can give her more info on it. She sent me a text message like, I don't know, a month or two ago, and she's like, do you know what fidget spinners are? I'm like, no, Mom, what are fidget spinners? I've never heard of this. She's like, well, they're really popular in schools, and this woman had a patent on them, and she had made them for like her kids or something, but she couldn't maintain the patent, and now all of a sudden these have blown up, and unfortunately she's not able to earn the revenue that she would have got if she still had the patent. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Lo and behold, like 2 days after my mom sent me that text message, I'm overrun by seeing fidget spinners and images and articles online, and I'm like, oh my God, Mom, how did you beat me to the internet? How did you do that? Good God. So bravo, Mom. I don't know if I've told my mom that yet, but if you're watching this, Mom, which you're not, obviously, you told me about these before I found out about them on my own. Crazy. Anyway, let's see. Ian, can you water bottle flip? I did do that. I think that was an additional message. Hello again, Jordan. I recommend House of Cards. I have seen all of House of Cards. Don't you worry. New season. I am going to watch that right off the bat. It's going to be pretty sweet. Cass, what is that? Oh man, I got to copy paste that currency and find out what it is. Let's see. What is that? South Korean won. Huh. No kidding. Wait, so what is 10,000 South Korean won? 893. All right. Well, thank you, sir. That must be like, I can only imagine your bill when you go out to dinner. Like, that'll be 10 million won, please. I'm like, oh my God, am I broke now? Oh, wait, no, it's only like, it's $100. Okay, we're good. It's not actually $1 million. Okay. Let's see. Oh, but sorry. Anyway, you just want to say thanks for doing what you're doing. Content helps you through rough days. Well, I will try to keep doing stuff that can have that same effect. Thanks for watching, man. And thanks for the wands. I swear to God, I'm actually spinning the goddamn fidget spinner in my left hand. This is what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Jesus. Mollux. What's a sec? I'm learning so much about new currencies. What are secs? Is that how you pronounce it too? Secs? Like for SEK, the plural, S-E-K. Do you say, I got 10 secs? let me see, because that's what I was given, 10 secs. That is, those are kroner. Oh, okay. Oh, that I know what kroner are. Anywho, but thank you very much. Can you be on one of Shane's podcasts, Princess Sparkles? Shane, is that like Shane Dawson? Because I've never actually talked with him before, so unlikely. But yeah, if I was invited, I suppose, yeah. But probably would not be invited because I don't know him. Grace Winters, encouraging to see another Jewish person who's funny and creative on YouTube. Thank you. I haven't done much in the way of practicing any sort of religion for a while, but I did have a bar mitzvah quite some time ago, 12 years ago. Yeah. In fact, I was going to make a pun today because I was asked, or what was it? Shoot, I'm trying to remember the context. But anyway, it was going to be about like defending myself from someone, and I was going to make a joke that was, hey, I had a bar mitzvah when I was 13, so I'm very proficient at jujitsu. Except the jujitsu was spelled jujitsu. It's a funny joke, I thought, but then I didn't write it out. But I'm allowed to say it because I had a bar mitzvah, so you can't get mad at me. So anywho, let's see. But anyway, yeah, thank you, Grace. Sean Vandemark, just want to say thank you for making great content. Been around since TNT. Dang, dude. A lot of people being around since TNT. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Danny Spooks, just found your channel. Started my channel because of Markiplier. Do you know him, and do you do videos with smaller YouTubers? I do know Mark. Maybe at some point this week we were gonna like do a thing. He had a serious thing he was asking me if I wanted to be on. And so we might film that at some point in the near future. Yeah, we'll see. I saw him the other week though. And let's see, do I do videos with smaller YouTubers? I mean, if there is a thing, a situation like a recording group that I am invited into, and there are other people in there, smaller YouTubers, absolutely. I just generally, record things with people who I have rapport with and who I know. And so generally that ends up being other YouTubers with a fair subscriber base out of coincidence because they're usually the ones at events and whatnot. But obviously if I met someone and I hit it off and they had no subscribers, then for sure. It's all about the chemistry, yo. Let's see. Malix asks, what is your best memory? Oh God, that's tough. That's a real tough one because life has been pretty enjoyable so far. I have a lot of good memories of things, and yeah, I don't know. Could it be a cumulative memory of like the having been nervous to drop out of school and then it all turning out okay, and that whole experience can be a memory? 'Cause that's a good one, but I don't know an individual one. It's a good question, though. I should think of one so I have answers to these things off the top of my head. It'd be good. It'd be good if I had a bank of things to know, like favorite movie, favorite song, just so I can retrieve them instantly. It's funny that after 25 years, I still haven't. I swear to God, I'm still spinning the goddamn fidget spinner thing. Sorry. Let's see. Death Smile, people have spoken. Sparkles, you need to dab. That is a dead meme, and I can't do it because people will hate me forever. I've done it in past videos, and I did it after it was still a dead meme, and people were not happy with it. Yeah. Lady J, I'm working on some lyrics for an MC parody songs. I don't do parodies anymore. Because originals are the way to go. So, yeah, I appreciate you asking about it, but I do not do parody videos any longer. Little guy says, got another. Would you rather find out that your 4GT pre-order was canceled or make your channel fidget spinner related for 2 months? It's a funny question because if I knew that the fidget spinner thing was going to tank my channel, I would have to say cancel the Ford GT, just because obviously I would much rather be able to keep on making a living doing what I'm doing than obtain some material possession. The problem is also, if I got the Ford GT and my channel tanked, it might be a problem to keep the Ford GT. So it's the would you rather doesn't all exactly work there, because if I opt to do the fidget spinner thing so I can get the Ford GT and it tanks my channel, I might not be able to get the Ford GT anyway. So it's almost like, would you rather not get the Ford GT, or also not get the Ford GT but just more indirectly? On the other hand, though, maybe my channel would just absolutely blow up and get millions and millions and millions and millions of views if all I did was fidget spinners. You never know, but that's a risk that I don't think I'm fully willing to take. Maybe I'll do like one video that's fidget spinner related, and we'll see how that turns out. It's kind of a joke, but also kind of not, because even before you asked that question, I've thought about what if I made a video about fidget spinners? What would I do? It would have to be sarcastic, right? It would have to be a sarcastic video that kind of makes fun of them as like a dead meme. But also it'd have to be entertaining in a way. But it would have to be sarcastic. I couldn't make a video where I am in seriousness discussing fidget spinners. It just wouldn't be possible, and people would be mad. It would have to be a parody joke of some kind, satire. God dang it, stop scrolling to the bottom. There's so many things. Oh, God, I'm getting so behind. Sorry. Steven Vincent, do you plan on more Bed Wars? I'm sure I'll do it at some point. And also, I apologize for people sending stuff on Twitter. The super chat thing is coming so quickly that I just can't even keep up with it. But I appreciate you all nonetheless. And it's giving me a good backlog of things to reply to when I'm waiting for food and looking through my mentions on Twitter. So yeah, and you can follow me there, by the way. It's CaptainSparklez, same as my YouTube channel. If you have a Twitter account and don't already follow me. So, Andy Mendoza, been a fan so here's $2. Well, thank you, sir. No obligation, but cool. I very much appreciate it. Orange Penguin, thanks, man. I'm glad you like the content. I'll do my best to keep making it. 1943 Steel with the OK sign. Well, thanks very much for the contribution, sir. Ryan, what mic do you use? This is an Audio-Technica AT2035. Let's see. Trev, can you play Golf It with Nick or Zine or something? Is it like Golf with Friends, kind of? I feel like there are a lot of golf games, and I can't even keep track of all of them. The last one I played was Golf with Friends, and that was fun. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, we'll see. It's more dependent upon Nick's interest. Crimson Cat says, learn more currency. What are DKKs? Let's learn about DKKs, everyone. What are them? Danish krone. Okay. This is Craner currency. I see. Thank you very much, Crimson Cat. I'm learning. Henry Tin. I know that's Hong Kong dollars, right? Is it? Or am I totally off base? 25 Hong Kong dollars. Wait, HK to USD. What is it? Hong Kong dollar. I got it. Boom. Thanks for the contribution. We're learning here. Dallas says, okay, yeah, it's a little weird. No. I'd say no, probably no. But thank you for the contribution. Evan Western, please do a mechanic watermelon video. House of Cards, my favorite show. It's so weird because it's it's a game that's a Google extension. Yeah. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, House of Cards is gonna be sick. The only thing about House of Cards, and I think I've said this in a video at some point, but okay, card has 52. A deck of cards, 52 cards in it, right? And every season of House of Cards has 13 episodes. I just think, as much as I enjoy the show and looking forward to watching the 5th season, wouldn't it have been cool if they wrapped up the entire series in 4 seasons? There would have been 52 episodes of House of Cards, and it would have been a deck, an actual House of Cards in the series. How sick and appropriately ended would that have been? As I flick this goddamn thing around. I'm so sorry for doing that. I'm so sorry. Chewy Kevin says, oh, what will you do for 10 million subscribers? I don't have anything planned, honestly, because I don't even know exactly when it's going to happen. Yeah, you know, which speaking of, if you are watching this and you're not subscribed, you can feel free to subscribe and get us ever so much closer. The CR Shirk says, been watching you back since you made an adventure map. Wow. That was a long time ago. That was like with the voxel box and stuff like that. Yeah, dog. Well, thanks for sticking around for so long. Dan and Man, do you ever just feel up your car very sensually while you sit in it and smile like a big idiot after you go for a drive? I do. He says he does in the question. You know, here's the thing. Kind of. I don't actually feel it up very sensually, but I often do like reflect on being like in a fortunate situation and not taking it for granted and being very happy about that. Like, dude, the other night I went for just a fantastically phenomenal steakhouse dinner at like the best steakhouse in LA, Cut, which is so good. And actually went with Mini Lad. We chilled, had some sick steaks. I was driving back. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to my comfy home and browse on my comfy computer and can go for a drive in an enjoyable car when I want. I was like, life is really good, and I'm very fortunate, and I very much appreciate everyone watching my videos to help facilitate that. And yeah, it's pretty incredible. And I just, yeah, I don't take it for granted. It's cool. It's cool. So that's all. Thank you. Much appreciated. Caleb says, longtime viewer, where can I get that Sweet Mary Music t-shirt? Soon. They're not actually on sale yet, but you know, we're just building up that demand so that people will be interested as soon as I do put it on sale, which I just need to email. I think it is about time. I'm going to email the Teespring guys after Memorial Day, so on Tuesday probably, and I'll be like, all right, it's time. I should just send them an email and be like, it's time, and they'll be like, what? Are you hacked? What do you mean it's time? Yeah, anyway, let's see. How do you grow facial hair? Well, you see, what I do is I go into the settings menu in the keypad underneath my arm skin, and I tell my body exactly about how much hair I want it to propagate in the next week, and then it does it. It's pretty crazy. That's how I grow facial hair. I don't know. Everyone's body panel seems to be a little bit different, so I don't know if I could give you an accurate tutorial on how to work yours, but that's how I grow mine. God dang it! Don't scroll all the way to the bottom. Chat. Okay. JS on my feet, Liz. I don't know what that name means. Anyway, you should get 2 cats and name them Edgar and Steve. That's too much responsibility for my life. Do you know anything about Minecon? I know zero about Minecon at all. But yeah, sorry I don't have better answers for you, but thank you for the contribution. Molix, want to watch more but need to work? You can feel free to go and do your work. No obligation to keep watching this. It'll also go to an unlisted video after you're done here. So you can always go and find that somehow. I'll have to like tweet it or something. Maybe. I don't know. What do I do with that unlisted link? Or you can bookmark this page, and then you should be able to come back and watch it. Yeah. Let's see. Rant Mouse, thank you for the contribution. At Lee Hamlin, any interest in Destiny 2 on PC? I might give it a try. We'll see. If I have time to play games, which I don't usually, because I'll be like, let's play some video games. I'll start playing video games. I should be making music. Turns off video game and starts making music. Yeah, that's my problem. Let's see. Oh man, I could almost even show you a preview of the next music video, the one that's my own production, but also with Igor being a part of it, I don't know if he'd want it, so maybe another time. But I do have the song. The instrumental is basically done, minus tweaking, but I need the final vocal before I can finish it, because a lot of it has to do with like EQing and everything. But the instrumental is basically done. hopefully you'll not hate it whenever it is out. Rick Smith, wow, that's very generous of you. Thank you very much. No message to go along with it, but thanks. I appreciate it, sir. Andy Mendoza, you're an inspiration to us all. I mean, I don't know if I'm an inspiration to everyone. There are plenty of people out there who I'm sure hate me, and I'm probably not an inspiration to them at all. But I certainly appreciate your positivity and everyone else who is watching this and enjoying and all of that stuff. Let's see, Pete LaBeouf. Hey, Cap, you ever thought about playing Forza Horizon? Dude, I want to get like a big simulator rig or something and then do a video where you like have the webcam of me in the simulator rig. That'd be so sick. I should like find a place that has that and then make videos there. That'd be cool. Let's see, Zombie Fighter. You're an awesome dude. Love your content. Thanks very much. FFA2 Drama Chick. I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, let's see. Melmoose, thank you. Melissa Gaming, could you please come out to MLG Anaheim? I've been there once, but MLG is not really like my niche because I'm not really in competitive stuff. Maybe I'll end up there at some point, but yeah, I don't know. I can't rule it out, but I don't know when it is this year, so it's probably not going to be this year. But if ever like I was invited and people were like, oh, you should come out, then maybe I would. But yeah, anyway, we'll see. Lady J, god dang it scrolled all the way down. Anyone who would be interested in the parody lyrics, I am not sure, honestly. I think like most people who I know also in the same boat, they don't do any parody stuff. I would say if you want to do it, you should make it happen yourself. You know? You got to start with a dream and then make it a reality. All the resources are out there for you to give it a try, you know? So that's what I would personally encourage you to do because why not? No better way to get something done than do it yourself. Evan, the Chrome extension goes to the game. Oh, it's like a separate. Gotcha. Maybe. I don't know. Tanner, is your Ferrari naturally aspirated twin turbo? The 458 is naturally aspirated. Maybe there's some twin turbo kit that some aftermarket manufacturer offers for it, but I am all stock. So it is naturally aspirated, and it sounds amazing because turbos mute the exhaust noise. That is why I got that over the 488. Although I have contemplated that whatever the replacement is to the 488, I would consider that. Here's the thing. I would like to, at some point, work my way up to the hypercars if I can, and that involves owning lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of Ferraris in your lifetime. Hypercars are a long ways away. However, even if I could work my way to the semi-limited cars, well, it's still 500 is pretty limited, like the 458 Speciale A or the F12 TDF, that caliber, that would be pretty stellar as well. And so what I was recommended to do, and obviously it's more costly, but it gets you there quicker, is if you lease your cars and sub them out every couple of years, then over time, yes, it is more expensive than if you buy and resell, but only slightly, because Ferraris hold their value very well. So, yeah, we'll see, dude. We'll see. So, Annie Hoosers, would you do tutorials on FL Studio? I am not good enough to be doing any tutorials on FL Studio, but I'm honored that you think I might be. Gilbert, any Hunger Games live stream soon? Maybe. I'm probably going to do a live stream on a game tomorrow as like an afternoon video. So, yeah, maybe it'll be Hunger Games. I don't know. I don't want to make any promises. I still have to figure out what tomorrow's thing is going to be on, but we'll see. God dang it. Stop scrolling to the bottom here. Do you read fan fiction about yourself? Not really, because sometimes it can be a little bit on the weird side to read about myself. Yeah. Would I hug you? Probably at a convention or something. Yeah. and unless you were, gonna like stab me or something, which I hope would not be the case, but otherwise I would see no issue. Um, Brandon, how long did it take for you to start getting views, followers on YouTube? It's just very, very gradual. There's no like, oh, I just started on this day. It's really over time. I mean, if you have a video these days that hits it off, it can happen immediately. But YouTube is a very, very different place nowadays than it was when I started. Another question on the FL Studio, I think from the same guy. So I'm sorry if you had to ask it twice. I'm getting to everything that's in the super chat. It's just I'm behind because only 4 minutes now. I think I'm keeping up. Hey, Cat for Pixelmon, do you install the mods yourself or use another program? There's like a Pixelmon launcher that we were using, I believe. So yeah, I don't install it myself. Most of the big packs these days have their own launchers, and so it kind of you just do it. It's pretty easy. Roberto Martin, appreciate the contribution. Let's see, Zombie Fighter, any more BeamNG Drive? Yeah, I was just saying earlier in the stream how I'd like to try to revisit that at some point. Any Minecraft Purge highlight edits coming soon? He does the vlog channel videos. So yeah, I actually just today recorded a vlog channel video with your boy Steven Suptic doing one of those driving podcasts. So that should be up at some point in the near future, hopefully this coming week. And yeah, I mean, not as much fancy flair on those, but on like the shorter vlog videos that are more like actual vlog style, I think he does a pretty good job. People have been enjoying those. If you've never visited the vlog channel, it's youtube.com/JordanMarin, which is my name. And you can watch that. You can watch the music video that went up yesterday. You can go to the vlog channel. You can do all this other stuff. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Pie Manding, today's episode of Sky Factory wasn't the last one. No, it said into the end because we went into the end in Minecraft, not the end of the episode. Yeah, don't worry. We have lots more to go on that. Gilbert says, again, any Hunger Games live streams? I answered that. I guess you asked it again, but I appreciate the second contribution. Roberto, Vanilla Survival 2.0. It's been a long time. I actually did do a Vanilla Survival 2.0 a little while back. So it'd be 3.0. But I think it was Hardcore was my 2.0. Who knows? Could be like a quest to find what is it? A woodland mansion or something like that, because they're really difficult to find if you're in vanilla. Dallas Gaming. Let's see. I don't think there's much I can do about it, but I appreciate the kind words. Project God dang it. Every time I scroll down, it goes to the bottom. Project Vini. Love your video. Has been here since My Night Season 1. Well, thanks for sticking around, sir. I appreciate it. Eliza, thanks for the contribution. Makes coming home from work much better. Well, thank you. I'll try to keep on doing that. That guy, Matt, here you go. You can get yourself a drink. $5 would be a pretty nice drink, honestly. Like a Frappuccino with 60 grams of sugar in it. A really nice drink. Try to stay away from those. They're good, though. Sugar is so good. It's hard to resist. Would you rather be forced to drive the Porsche from the last Shitty Car Mods video for the next 3 years, or be forced to turn your 4GT into the ultimate racer? Am I allowed to still have the 4GT alongside of the ugly Porsche? Because if so, I'll take the ugly Porsche rather than ruin a piece of art. Absolutely. Yo, I made it to the bottom of the super chat. Let's check out some Twitter, dude. 579 new tweets. Oh my God. Oh, wait. Nope. There's another one. Hold on. I loaded the new tweets, though. Designed a game. What advice would you have for someone who wants to do the same? Or having designed a game myself, what would you advise? It is a very time and labor intensive process. I learned a lot from it. It's very expensive to do, requires a lot of time. And so if you want to do the same, I would say make sure that you have got basically full time to dedicate to it, and that you have other people who are available that you can trust to fill in the other gaps of your experience. Yeah, it's difficult to like balance doing YouTube with also trying to do the whole game thing, especially because I was like doing all the a whole bunch of the bug testing and like a lot of the tedious work that went into just trying to make sure the game was running properly. So yeah, just make sure you're ready to deal with that, and nothing happens on schedule ever. So pretty much that. Um, Ryan says, go into depth of the contents of your garage. I mean, it's 3 cars. There's not too much more depth to it than you've seen, which is the Fiat, the McLaren, and the Ferrari. And they all serve different purposes, so it's hard to identify like a favorite and least favorite. Fiat, I drive the most because it's convenient. I can park it anywhere, and I don't have to worry too much about it. I can valet it. Ferrari it has pretty decent ground clearance, so I can still take it to most places as long as I know what's going on, and there's no valet. And it's a drop top, so it's nice and scenic. And then the McLaren is a track car. So, yeah. They all serve different purposes. Tim says, I think you'll ever get into COD gameplay again. I don't think so. And will you ever travel to the East Coast? I might end up at a PAX East at some point in the future. I'm sure I'll end up at New York for something else as well. Maybe the YouTube Creator Summit next year. I didn't go this year. Thanks for sticking around for so long. I appreciate it. Let's see. Eris, appreciate the contribution. First time chilling at YouTube with breakfast. I think I'm going to make that habit. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Happy morning to you. It's, I guess it's, what is it? Like 7 a.m. Geez, you're up early. I guess you don't have Memorial Day. So, Oh, reminder, keep the fidget spinner. Sorry. It's been dropping out of frame. I've actually still been spinning it. Thanks, Chewy, for reminding me. Steven, what do you think about doing a vlog on your exercise regimen and diet? Maybe at some point on the vlog channel. Certainly worth considering. Even though my exercise regimen is basically just random at this point, kind of whatever I feel I should be hitting. I kind of just separate upper body, lower body, that sort of dealio. And diet, I just try to eat things that look healthy. Pretty much that's what it is. Andy, how'd you meet Mark and Nick? It was through CNanners like 7 years ago, mutual friendship. And then we just started playing together and stuff. Okay, let me check out some Twitter stuff real quickly. Do you own tons of green shorts and you just rewash them? I own quite a few pairs of green shorts. That was Freya who asked that. Yeah, I haven't been wearing them too much, which I feel like is probably a violation of my existence, but I've been wearing sweatpants a lot, even though it's getting to be summer and hot out. Have you ever spilled soda on yourself? I have. I've probably spilled just about every type of drink known to man on myself. Let's see. They're going to be second seasons of Pixelmon or Trollcraft. It depends on Ian and Craner. I'm certainly up for it, but they have to be as well. Back to Super Chat. Just wanted to say Sky Factory stream brought back some really good memories. I'm glad that it did so. I'll probably do more of those in the future. So yeah, stick around, tune in and stuff. Zachary, can you play Mario Kart 8? I've answered this in the past with Nintendo games. But they claim stuff and I'm just like, nah, dog. I don't want to deal with that. There's a good question. Update on Fortress Fury, because I haven't addressed that in ages. That's probably a good one. All right, we're going to get delayed on all the other stuff because this is going to be a long answer. Fortress Fury, if you're not familiar, was a game that I, myself and my partner, we contracted a development studio, put the game together, released it on the App Store. A lot of people downloaded it. So let's see, I haven't done updates in a while. Basically, after we launched the game, we had to end up trying to form our own team because the studio we contracted with, they were, I don't know, they were like replacing staff and stuff. It was hard to keep working there, and I think they wanted to renegotiate, so it was going to be more expensive. So we were like, all right, let's try to get some people on our end. That ended up being very expensive. Progress was not getting done very quickly, so we said, all right, maybe we'll try to do this equity crowdfunding thing. We'll put development on hold. Do the equity crowdfunding campaign, which took a while to get set up because it's new, bunch of regulations surrounding it. Set the thing up, softly launched it and let people know in a vlog a while back, just because it's not something I wanted to shove in people's faces. I kind of brought it up softly. But anyway, I was always skeptical as to how much of a financial contribution people would actually be willing to invest in a thing like that. And so while there was pre-reservation interest that was very high, When it came to actually having people invest money and put it into the account for it, it was not the conversion was not very high, which didn't really catch me off guard. But as such, it just wasn't going to be enough to sustain the development. So we ended up being like, you know what? If someone wanted to come along and purchase the IP off of us, cool, but it's too expensive to keep maintaining. And there's a lot of work that would have needed to go into it. So yeah. All in all, sunsetting the servers, it was a good learning experience, and it means I very much know what to do going into any future projects that are substantially similar in trying to launch a game. But yeah, obviously it can be done like Felix PewDiePie did with his tuber simulator, which did phenomenally well. He did it the right way. So big ups to him. It's not an easy thing to accomplish. But yeah, I may end up trying another game launch at some point in the future, and that experience will certainly be helpful. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, anyway. Sorry, that was a long one. Electronic Forces, any hope for My Night Season 3? That is not on me, but I don't think so. Princess Sparkles, did you like the fan video for my birthday? Absolutely. It was very kind that people went and did that. Warms my heart. Thank you very much. Ultra Noob says, who do you think is the most attractive male YouTuber that you know, apart from yourself? I don't think I am. Attractive male YouTuber that I know personally? I don't know, because I'm sure overall it would be like some sort of fitness channel, probably. I don't actually know. Across the people I know, no one's jumping to mind. I could give you celebrity who, even though, look, hey, I'm straight. I've said it before, but you can identify good bone structure in people of the same sex. Of celebrities, it's probably Matt Bomer. Got some good bone structure, for sure. And yeah, it's kind of not fair actually that people can look like that. It's real not fair. I want to look like that. Yeah. Well, any Hoosers. Let's see. What do we got here? Robbie, what headset? The Astro 40s. I answered that earlier. Plan on making any more vids with Craner and Sunday? Yeah, probably. Let's see. Autumn, love your videos so much. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for the contribution. Let's see. Ian, would you buy a cat or a dog? I don't think so. And I would probably adopt if I were to do it, but still not in the cards anytime soon. Oh man, I've been talking a lot. My voice. Give me just a moment. Talking for 75 minutes straight, it does strain on you. I don't know how people do 25-hour streams and shit. It's just crazy. Woo. My throat is itching. All right. Let's do a few on the Twitters real quick. I'm so sorry, Twitter people. There's just so many people doing the super chat thing that it's real hard to keep up. Oh boy, 105 new ones. Oh wait. Examination. Talking to Mama's Boy recently. Ever planned on bringing new animators on board for future music videos? For now, I kind of want to just keep it simple. I'd never rule that out, and I'm assuming you're potentially referring to yourself in the ask. Yeah. So I again would never rule it out, but currently I have it the situation situated, I believe. FA2 drama chick, don't worry, you're better than MB. MB. Oh, you mean Matt Bomer? That's not true at all. Jesus Christ, go pull up an image of his face and put it next to my live stream, and you're going to be like, oh yeah, and you're right. Not even close. Not even close at all. Don't think so. I appreciate the kindness, but, you don't have to lie to me. I can accept the fact that there are plenty of dudes who are far more attractive. It is what it is. Believe me, I go to the gym that I go to every day, and it's good motivation because there are a lot of very, very attractive people in there, on both sides. So, anywho, let's see. What do we got? Favorite ice cream flavor? Oh, wait, God. Well, excuse the burp. I was about to say just any Ben & Jerry's that has like sweet cream ice cream in it is kind of incredible. I do like me some Ben & Jerry's. Have you ever almost died? Back when I was like 9 years old, I did a big roll-in on a vert ramp at the old Skate Street skate park, which was in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. The vert ramp there, went down the roll-in, which was like 16 feet, maybe somewhere in that ballpark. Not really thinking about physics and the fact that I would launch off the other side with way too much speed. So I launched off the other side of the vert ramp, 13 feet tall or so, and landed all the way on flat bottom on my back. My mom was there and was watching. She thought she watched me die, and but I like popped right back up somehow after falling like 14, 15 feet flat onto flat bottom. Granted, it was wood, not concrete, which is probably what saved me, so there was a little bit of give to it. But yeah, just whap, right onto my back, popped right up. I was freaking out. I thought maybe I broke my back, and my mom was like, no, if you'd have broken your back, you wouldn't be getting up. And but still, I was petrified that I did something and just didn't know that I did something. So that's the closest I've ever gotten to like real bad situation, I feel like. Oh boy, here comes more super chat things. We need some Chef Boy Jordy. Yeah, dude, I need to do more of those up on the vlog channels for sure. It's definitely on my to-do list. And you enjoy the conversations in trials videos. Well, thank you. Yeah, they're kind of like a podcast almost, while also playing a video game. Samuel, have you ever heard of a car called the ACC Ultimate Arrow? I have heard of it. Is it ACC? I thought it was like maybe it is ACC. I thought it was like SSC, Ultimate Arrow. But anyway, is it SSC? Now I'm just SSC Ultimate. It's an SSC, not ACC. I was correct. I know my cars or something. But yeah, it's like super duper fast and stuff. But not a production car, I don't think. Han Eric, do you watch anime? Your boy has watched Dragon Ball Z. That's my anime. I've heard good things about others like Hunter x Hunter and Attack on Titan and Sword Art Online and things like that. Maybe I'll do that at some point. Trendsetters Project says, have you ever dated? Of course I have. I just don't bring it into YouTube. I was discussing this earlier. I don't want to have videos that are like such and such with my girlfriend, and then breakup happens, and then it's like I have all these videos that are with my girlfriend that's no longer my girlfriend, and that's weird. So that's my policy. Tim Bellicose, are you a beer or whiskey guy? Whiskey more so. I'm not really into beer all that much. I'll drink it, but it's like unnecessary calories, honestly. So is whiskey, but I would opt for whiskey over beer. Thank you, Nikasaurus, for the contribution. You should play on a mod pack with Josh from just joshing. But who knows? Maybe I'll make an appearance in another video with him. That was the kid who we did like the Make-A-Wish video for on the vlog channel. Princess Sparkles says, did you like the fan video? I answered that earlier. And yes, very much so. Thanks for the contribution again. Autumn, have you ever wanted to learn an exotic language like Japanese? I would do Chinese if I were going to learn another language, and I'd love to, but I feel like my brain has already gone too far developed to where I'd be able to actually take in Chinese and be able to speak it. I feel like it's something you have to do at a young age. But I would definitely do Chinese if I were to learn something. Yeah. Thank you, Scorpius Malfoy, for the contribution. Where my Potterhead fam at? I'm all about Harry Potter, dude. I even went to Universal Studios last week, and I finally went to the Harry Potter world here. I've been to it in Diagon Alley and all that stuff over in Florida, but it was the first time I went here since they built it. Harry Potter, my boy. Okay, let's try to hit Twitter real quick. I'll go for like another few minutes because my voice is giving out. How long till Ferrari comes back? Cody asks. Hoping to pick it up on Tuesday if everything goes according to schedule. If you were to travel anywhere for 3 years, where would you go? Would you do it if all expenses were paid? No, I would not do it if all expenses were paid because of opportunity cost. Because, well, I mean, if I were still working in the same capacity that I am right now out there, then sure. But the all expenses paid doesn't really help because it's more about opportunity cost and not the cost itself of like moving. But if I was still able to work and everything, when I just like poof teleported over there, where would I want to live for 3 years? I don't know, maybe London. Maybe London. Yeah, that'd be fun. Probably. It would have to be a pretty big urban area, so that I would be able to keep working. Vancouver. I love Vancouver, but I know that the winters there are kind of brutal, just rainy and depressing. Granted, London has lots of rain too, but yeah, London would be cool just because it's on another continent. Or maybe Stockholm, somewhere over in that area, you know. Let's see. Dakota says, "What's your favorite game?" This is back to Super Chat. What's your favorite game? Love all your vids. Favorite game? I don't know, dude. Call of Duty 4 was definitely a good one. Lots of hours on that. That might be a favorite. I enjoyed Dota 2 for a while, up until I fell off because I just didn't have time because you invest a lot of time into each game on that. Reshu says, "Ever heard of the Hermitcraft server?" I have indeed heard of it. I've never played on it because I'm not in it, but I've heard of it. Cody says, "Will you be streaming Sky Factory more often or just once in a while?" I can't really tell you when. It kind of just happens when it happens. But I'm going to be streaming tomorrow afternoon, I think. Maybe it'll be Sky Factory. Maybe it won't. We'll see. We had some people requesting Hunger Games as well. Let's see. More tweeters. Let's see. Is being a YouTuber stressful in a way? There are always things that are going to be stressful. There are stressful days where I have lots of things I have to do. Everyone's life has stress in it. It's not just playing video games, as some people may be inclined to think. There's a little more to it than that. But yeah, obviously, there are stressful things. There are times when I am like, man, I just wish I had a simple thing where I went into a job, did what I was told, went home, and didn't have to think about it. And then when I think about it more, I'm like, no, I definitely don't wish I had that. I'm very happy where I'm at now. But, you know, every now and again, you're like, God, you're frustrated with something, and you think about that. So, yeah, of course there's stressful times. Sandon, back to Super Chat, says you should come to North Dakota sometime. I don't know. Maybe at some point in my life. My cousin he did some like police work on like oil fields in North Dakota. Let's see. Joey Arnold, what plugins do you have for FL Studio? A lot of them. Lots of the plugins. Some of the big ones are like Sylenth, the Native Instruments Complete. Those are pretty significant ones. I would say all the default FL plugins that are built in. I still need to get Serum. I do need to get that one. That's been highly recommended. Let's see. Paul Mall, how much experience do you have working on cars? Basically 0, if I'm being completely honest, which I'm sure will upset people. Like, how dare you own nice cars if you don't have experience physically working on them? But I don't have experience physically working on them, and I would not trust myself to do any physical work on cars of that caliber anyway. So, yeah. How often do you hang out with Tom? When he's in the U.S., which he has not been too often lately. But, yeah, we'll say hi when he's in the U.S. Let's see. Donuts got certification in Adobe Illustrator for graphic designing. Can I have a shout-out for my graphic design? I don't really do shout-outs. I appreciate the contribution, but it's not a place for advertisements, unfortunately. But good luck with your illustrations. Any comments on movies such as Interstellar, Requiem for a Dream, and Inception? Never seen Requiem for a Dream. I enjoy those movies very much so. The old is Requiem for a Dream Christopher Nolan as well. I mean, I those are all movies. Well, Interstellar and Inception, at least, they're movies that make you think afterwards, and that's what I like. I like walking out and being like, "Dang, that's crazy. My mind is blown. Could that? What about? How does that apply to real life?" So I like that sort of thing. That's what I look for in a movie. Tuesday Doomsday, what's good recording software for YouTubers? It is OBS, free to get, and I use it for everything. So OBS, yep, there you go, loud and proud. Let's see, you ever read a fan fiction on a stream? If I pre-read it and knew that it wasn't graphically sexual and awkward and I was going to feel like I wanted to die, then maybe, yeah. But I'd have to pre-screen it, obviously, because if I'm doing it for a video, I can read it, and then if there's anything graphic, I can cut it. But on a live stream, I'd have to make sure in advance. You think it'd be hard to become a YouTuber when everything has been done already? Everything has not been done. There's always a way to do something that anyone does better or something new. So it's going to be hard. Yeah, it's obviously going to be hard. It's not just you're not going to snap your fingers and just be there. But there's always going to be something that you can do. And I guarantee that someone out of even just the 3,000 people watching this probably at some point will have a bigger YouTube channel than I do. Let's see. What Hogwarts house are you? Probably Ravenclaw, I would assume. Seems the most fitting. I know obviously everyone wants to be like Gryffindor or Slytherin, the more major players in the books, but I'd probably be a Ravenclaw if I'm being honest. Let's see. All right. 3 more questions because my voice is giving out. Let's see. If you could have another job, what would it be? There's no other job I'd rather have than doing what I'm doing now, to be completely honest with you. So, but if I wasn't doing this, again, I probably would have finished school and gone and been working for an oil company or something. some materials company doing chemical engineering, designing some material. I don't know. Autumn says, do you have any recommendations or tips for aspiring writers? None. I don't know writing. Nope. I don't. Like I try to be able to write well. I try to write good and write good emails that are understandable. But other than that, I don't really have any advice for writers. Unfortunately, it's not my area of expertise. But I wish you all the best. All right, one more question. Let's see. What we got? Whoa, Cody, you have some freaking crazy rainbow lights. That's probably super illegal, but it looks cool. Anyway, that was the question. I'm just scrolling through my Twitter, and this dude sent me an image of his car's headlights, which is pretty sick and also pretty probably illegal, but who cares? They're cool. Okay, anyway, let's see. Let's see. Come on, find another question. So what should we answer here? Oh, wait. Hold on. Would you do more COD and zombies? There we go. Super chat came up. Or more COD zombies. Yeah, for sure. No problems with that. I know that there are a bunch of maps that just came out like remastered or something. So who knows? No promises, but I do enjoy me some zombies. Sorry, I said I was going to do one more Twitter question. So I'm just scrolling through trying to find something cool. What's the hardest flip trick that you've done skating? And were you more of a street skater or a transition skater? And good question. Hardest flip trick was probably a nollie heel flip 360. So not like a nollie laser flip, but I actually did a 360 with the board, and it was out of a ramp. So possibly that. I was always absolute garbage at flip tricks. Garbage. And so that was an achievement for me. Also, I've done 360 flips and all that good stuff. But I was always way more of a transition skater. So there you go. I was asked by Ung Kai. Probably pronounced that wrong. Why kill the dog, though? William asks in Super Chat. Because I am not a fan of the cliche happy endings. That's all. Okay, anyway, I think I'm going to wind things down. I've been talking for like an hour and a half now, and my voice, quite frankly, is very tired. So thanks everyone who's been sticking around. This will go to unlisted, so feel free to like bookmark the page that this is on if you want to like go back and watch anything at a later date, because it won't be public on my channel. I don't want like just me sitting in front of the camera talking for an hour and a half answering chat questions to be an actual video. But it will exist unlisted. So thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been very fun. I really appreciate all the contributions and all that stuff. Again, you didn't have to, but it's nice. And yeah, that's about it. All right. If you want to check out the music video that went up yesterday, that's there. Videos that went up today, new Reddit video, music on the music channel, new vlogs, all that stuff. Go do it. I'll see you next time.